Rio, Rio, Rio.
Assalamu alaikum, family. It's your brother, Landon X. Y'all thought y'all would never see me again, huh? NationTown TV Live. Listen, we back in effect. Get used to this. Fridays. I finally found the magic day for us to make sure that we are consistent. Listen, I will not be on long at all today. I have a few things I got to hop on, but we are going to touch on a quick topic. And it's not even a topic because we won't even be long enough for that. It's going to be a quick 15, maybe 20 minutes. But what I first want to do is just thank the entire NationTown TV family. We've almost, eclipsed 2,000 followers with almost no new content, no new live broadcasts in about almost a year. But let me first start off by saying, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah who mercifully intervened in our affairs, in the person of Master W. Fard Muhammad, to whom praises are due forever. I further bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, to be right and exact and down to these modern times. And the truth of the matter is, dear brothers and sisters, that I would know nothing about Master Fard Muhammad, and I would know nothing about the most honorable Elijah Muhammad if it were not for this man right here, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, our teacher, our torchlight. Man, I'm talking about the Messiah, and I'm missing in those three great names. I greet the NationTown family, man. I'm so happy to say that once again. But I feel the need to explain myself because we got a very close knit and very loyal family here at NationTown TV. I basically abandoned y'all for a year. No new content, at all for about 10 months. But here's the rub. Here's what's been going down. One, um, my duties in our nation of Islam, our budding, growing, striving, hard driving nation of Islam, my duties have expanded, you know, and a few things just kind of happened all at the same time. As many of you know, I am part of the ministry, the student ministry in the Nation of Islam. By student, that doesn't mean, I teach a bunch of babies. In the Nation of Islam, we are all considered students. And if you were intelligent, and I'm sure most of you are, you should always be a student as well. But as a part of the student ministry, uh, I've been probably in the last 6 months, I've been holding down the lectures, probably 80 to 90% of the lectures on Sunday, which is our main public meeting day in the Nation of Islam, as well as some administrative duties. And then on top of that, a year ago, I had my beautiful baby girl, Jayana Mara Zamila. Uh, and that's new to me. That's a new thing. And just balancing all of these things and finally, finding the right balance of scheduling and timing. Timing, you know what I mean? Because one thing I don't believe in waiting on a whole bunch of help and people. No, you got to get out there and get it in. And then on top of that, I didn't want to come before the Nation Town TV family if I didn't have something very specific that I wanted to say. I don't do this, to be seen of men. I never did this just to be internet famous. Y'all can miss me with that. As you can see, this is not, Landon XTV. This ain't the Landon, channel. This ain't Landon nothing. It's NationTown TV. And if I had it my way, I would have two or three, sharp brothers and sisters and all kind of different content, and you would hardly ever see my big head. But those of you who uh, are a little bit older than being born yesterday, you might know that a lot of times when privately owned networks are built, you might see some of the people who own that network, like back in the day. Now this is a little bit before my time, but back in the day when BET first started, it was Bob Johnson and like two other people, and you would actually see them on TV. Uh, but then they expanded and went on from there. So that's been the big thing, man. It's just life changes, all positive things, all good things, but it's led to some even better things. And I'm going to feed the Nation Town TV family with that. Um, in fact, you know how it is. We still are calling on you to go ahead and subscribe if this is your first time seeing NationTown TV live. This is not even a real episode, just a little video just to let you know your brother is still alive. I ain't turned hypocrite. I ain't fell off. I ain't somewhere, talking about flat Earth. A hotep or nothing like that. Recruited. Also, Ramadan Mubarak. This is the holy month of Ramadan. Ramadan has always been a very productive month for me. And also, here's the thing, family. As I said, I've been doing a lot of teaching, uh, not just at the mosque, but also in the community, different community events. And I want to make that content available. Now, with the mosque meetings, we have a protocol right now that we don't post full mosque meetings on social media, other than our headquarters mosque in Chicago, Mosque Mariam. So if you want to see any of that content for free, for the free, just go to nationtownstore.com. Scroll down through all of our magnificent products. You might as well order something while you're there. You know what I mean? And then go down to what we call our weapons of mass instruction. We have some books. We have How to Eat to Live, Message to the Black Man, and you can order a digital link to those lectures. I got about 4 video lectures that are up, available. Remember, it's 100% free. Like if you go on right now and you pick 2 of those lectures or all 4 of those lectures and order them, it won't even ask you for a credit card. You just got to go through the same thing as if you was ordering a bar soap and black-owned toothpaste and black-owned shampoo and black-owned. Hey, you might as well do that too while you at it. But with that said, just shout out to everybody. Shout out to Old Time Message. All praises due to Allah. Says, I see you from Paris. Man, we got believers from Paris. Man, may Allah in the person of Master Father Muhammad bless you. Man, I heard some great things about our believers in Paris. At one point, we had believers in Paris that were printing out the literature and distributing the literature of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad in French. In French. So shout out to our Paris family. Thank you, brother, for the love. And I do want to spend some time talking about one topic very quickly, because, like I said, I do have some other things to hop on. This won't be long. And from this point on, this new resurrection of NationTown TV Live, dear family, one thing you're going to notice that we're going to do a little bit different is, your brother just does not have the time to, sometimes some of our NationTown TV lives went like an hour plus, sometimes close to 2 hours. We're not doing that no more. And plus, I feel like it'd be more efficient to hit a particular topic and keep it moving. But something that was on my mind the last couple of weeks, one thing about NationTown TV Live, for those of you that are new to this, and also a reminder to those of you that are true to this, because y'all been following for a long time. But like I said, it's been almost a year since we created new live content. And I've still been gaining subscribers. Y'all still been watching the old content, and I just thank you for that. But one thing is, we're not ambulance chasers on NationTown TV. What do I mean by that? When something happens in the world, especially with me being in the ministry, I have to be very careful. And usually, your first opinion about something is not your best opinion. Sometimes, when you first think about something that happens in the world, your first opinion is not necessarily um, it's not necessarily as intelligent as you might think. It's usually packed with more emotion than logic, more emotion than mathematics. But there's a particular topic that came up about last week. I don't really dabble that much in sport and play, but this was something that kind of how can I put it? It made me cringe a little bit, and I felt kind of good, but I had to check myself and really see it for what it is. What I'm talking about, as you see right there, that's our sister Angel Reese, who is a very talented athlete at Louisiana State University, and then that other person is Caitlyn. I think her last name is Clark. Caitlyn Clark. But anyway, LSU. Shout out to the LSU women's basketball team. Extremely talented. I haven't seen a team like this with this kind of personality and character in college basketball since the Fab Five. And they got a real Fab Five swag to them. Those of you that remember Jalen Rose, Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, all of them, they dressed a certain way. Angel Reese, she got the one leg up on her shorts and her tights. You know what I mean? Got the swag. Remember, Fab Five had the black socks. With the Nikes and all of that. But Caitlyn Clark is like she's a big personality herself. In Iowa, almost all white women's basketball team, college basketball team, and then you got LSU, which is an all black women's black basketball team, all black as far as players predominantly. And, they both were lighting up the NCAA tournament. They both had fantastic years as teams. And then they had a collision course, and it really looked like, it looked like Rocky. You know what I mean? Great White Hope versus black, flashy, confident Apollo Creed. It looked like White Men Can't Jump. It looked like the Great White Hype. It looked turned up on these kind of things because we basically we are black. How can I put it? As black folks, we like to be black vicariously. We like to be pro-black vicariously. When they say you living vicariously through people, we can be black at work. We can be black in the business world. We can be black in our communities. We can be pro-black in so many ways. But we don't really want to do it in reality. We want to be black vicariously. We want to be pro-black vicariously. So when we see a boxer, a basketball player that's black and they're going up against a great white basketball player, then we want to live through them vicariously. It's a real strategy. It's a marketing strategy more so than anything else. And I see it so much, particularly in sports. But we saw it with this contest. Caitlyn Clark, she was doing the Tony Yayo thing all through the NCAA tournament. Then our sister, as you can see right there on the picture, she hit her right there, even pointed at her ring finger on the right hand for the championship ring. And it was real cute. And our reaction to it as a people going through social media, Facebook, Instagram, we were damn near dancing in the streets. For a second there, you would have thought we got a reparations check or something. And and that's what I wanted to touch on real quick, and then we out of here. We're gonna be on maybe a few more minutes. My point is this, dear family. What is really black excellence? Because that was a word that was being used. Every time black people make the news and it's positive, we call it black excellence. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. But we use it kind of loosely and we use it cheaply, very cheaply. Because I'm gonna tell you, dear family, we really gotta study up to find out what black excellence really is, what it really is. And honestly, all due respect and love to LSU's basketball team, all respect and love to, everything that Angel Reese has accomplished. She's getting her money. They got the NIL now deals where she can, get endorsements. And I heard she's like one of the top in college sports, male or female, in that category. But at the end of the day, what she does is that she takes a orange ball and then she puts it into a orange basket. And if she does that more times than the opposition, she wins. No homeless people are housed when she's done doing her thing. No schools are built when she's done doing her thing. No families are mended or built or put together when she's doing her thing. Nothing, that needs to be done in our communities is done. I'm not diminishing what she's doing. I'm not diminishing what she's doing. A lot of us have jobs that don't help black people, in general, other than ourselves and our own bottom line. But stop using that terminology, black excellence. Because you know what dawned on me when I caught myself, because I'm going to be real, I caught myself like, man, this is great. Especially, I really love the Tony Yayo. That was, get in that white girl's, what? Get historically Caucasian institutions compete on the court. It's also one of the highest rated women's basketball games in recent history. Like, I think ever. I think it actually broke the record. But here we are. I didn't actually watch it myself, but I saw the highlights and everything. We're sitting up here watching two white schools. Don't get it twisted. LSU ain't a different world. Go to LSU's campus in Baton Rouge. It is 76% white. 76% white, family. And I want to show y'all the actual facts so y'all won't think your brother's just hating just for the sake of hate. It is 76% white, dear family. And I want y'all to take a look at this. That bluish teal color, that represents the white. And of course, you see the little red part, that's the black. This is Louisiana State University. And I bet you the numbers are similar with Iowa. I know a couple of brothers that went to Iowa on athletic scholarships. These are both both white institutions. And then on top of that, dear family, they're land grant colleges. Most of these state colleges are land grant colleges. A lot of y'all don't know what, you may not know, I should say, what a land grant college is. Let me put it to you like this. Land grant colleges were basically reparations for white folks. It wasn't for repairing anything, but it was reparations. They basically got free money from the government, free land from the government. All the government said is you got to build a college on that land. That's where a lot of these college towns came from. Land grant deals that came from the government. Dr. King was talking about this. Dr. Martin Luther King was going hard on this subject before they murdered him. And that's what they murdered him for two reasons. One, he was closing ranks with the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And then two, he was going after that check. To use his terminology, he said, we coming after that check. We want our land grant colleges. We want our 40 acres and a mule. That was the move that Dr. King was on in the late 60s. And they put a bullet in his jaw for that. So both of these schools are land grant colleges that were built on free money from the government to white people. And now both of these institutions are making millions upon millions on the backs of athletes like Angel Reese. So I'm happy for my sister. I'm happy for that team. It was a great game of sport and play. But let's pull back. Let's repossess that word. Let's pull back that word, that phrase, black excellence. It was not black excellence. It was someone black playing a game called basketball. We didn't win nothing from that. Angel Reese, hey man, she's balling off of it, and I'm happy for her. She's black. She's a proud black sister. I like her. But this is not black excellence in a sense, because let me tell you what I believe black excellence is. Y'all might disagree. Y'all can disagree in the comments. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. Here's what black excellence is to me. Black excellence is anything that black people do where black people are the first and foremost beneficiaries of that thing. I'm going to say that again, and then we out of here. Black excellence is anything that black people do that produces anything, and the number one beneficiaries of that thing are black people. If you're the first black female Supreme Court justice, good for you, but that's not black excellence. The work that sister's going to do in the Supreme Court is going to benefit white America and white supremacy long before it ever benefits one black man or woman other than herself. If you're the first black CEO of some conglomerate company like Amazon or Microsoft, good for you. Good for you. And I hope you use that money and that prestige in a way that can help our people. But I guarantee you it's going to be a boardroom full of white, trustees and majority white shareholders that are going to be the first and foremost beneficiaries, even if you're the first black president. Look at Barack Obama's record. We're mad at him because, he didn't do nothing for black people. That's not in his job description, and it never was. The presidency of the United States has always been a vehicle of white supremacy. It always has been. So for me, and that really, in my definition of black excellence, really came to fruition after Barack Obama. That's when I realized that, hey man, if we are not the number one beneficiaries of that event, of that person, of that promotion, of that history making situation, then it is not black excellence. It's individual excellence. Hell, you can even you can call it whatever you want to call it, but it's not black excellence. If it's making white people richer, white people more powerful, and it's pushing a white agenda, it is not black excellence. See, what it really is slavery with a salary. It's servitude with a salary. Because that's what we did on the plantations in slavery. We did a lot of hard work. We did a lot of great things. We invented some of the things that we use on a daily basis as slaves. We did a lot of great work on the plantation, but who benefited? Did we benefit? Hell no. We still worked from can't see in the morning to can't see at night. Still got the skin whipped off our back, mutilated, maimed, our sisters raped, our families broken up. We invented different types of food, different gadgets, different mechanisms, different types of, we did amazing things up from slavery, up from the plantation. But it wasn't black excellence because it did not benefit black people first and foremost. It ain't got to just benefit us as long as we at the front of the line. You understand what I'm saying? That's black excellence to me. So that situation with Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark, that was the first time in a while that really got me thinking about black excellence. Before we get out of here, shout out to everybody chiming in. NOI Arts, Wa Alaikum Salam. Everybody, listen, spread the news. NationTown TV Live is back. We back on once again. Go to NationTownStore.com. Support YourNationStore.com. Everything on there is nation-owned, black-owned products. I hope that all family is in the business of washing your behind. I hope I hope we all got good hygiene. Okay, well, ask yourself, who do you go to support your hygiene? Do you need the Caucasian just to wipe your behind, just to brush your teeth? You know, you can call him all the names you want in the world. You can call him the devil. You can call him anything. But if you need him to brush your teeth, and you need him, you know, to get some shampoo, and you need him in his businesses in order to wash your behind, he's not a devil. He's not a cracker. He's none of that. He's your father, and you're a child. So support your own, man, and be yourself. Go to NationTownStore.com. And I'm adding new lecture videos that are free, 100% free on NationTownStore.com. Scroll down, go to where we have the books. You'll see The Message to the Black Man and How to Eat to Live on display that are for sale, but the videos are free, 100% free. If you order just the videos, you'll get the link either via text or email. But if you order just the videos, you know, it won't even ask for any kind of payment information. You just got to go on NationTownStore.com, and I'm going to keep adding lectures as soon as they're available. I'll be teaching again. I'll be holding the keynote lecture at Muhammad Mosque 27 here in Los Angeles again on the 23rd, which is Sunday after this one coming up. And like I said, feel free to purchase whatever you need. And also, you also have the ability on there to drop a donation to your nation. So with that said, family, I'm so happy to be back. I feel so comfortable. This is my real element, my real family. I mean, I love my family, you know, in reality. Muhammad Mosque number 27, Nation of Islam. But this Nation Town TV live family hit different. But I'm going to leave y'all as I greeted y'all in the words of peace. Assalamu alaikum.